So real quick before I get into what this video is going to be about, I did make some videos on this channel before, and I kind of stopped doing them just for various reasons and actually deleted most of them. I feel like when you vlog, you have to kind of have an exciting lifestyle, and like really don't. And I have a lifestyle that's very private and one that I really can't share with everybody. So I'm going to go back to what this channel originally was. This channel was originally me showing off the things that I collected, and the things that I still collect. So I think that's what this channel is going to be from now on. I want to get back in the swing of making videos, and I don't want to make this introduction too long and too boring. So let's get right into it. Alright. So, one of the things that I collect are baseball cards, and my favorite team is the New York Yankees. So I'm just going to quickly show you some of the things that I have in my Yankees collection. And I'll tell you about like what my favorite cards are per page and that kind of thing. So that Batantes is pretty cool. This Andy Pettitte autograph is my favorite on this page. Andy Pettitte was one of my favorite players to ever play for the Yankees. So the reason that these cards are all in a binder like this is just because it's the easiest way for me to kind of go through and see what I have. A lot of the time originally my main focus in Yankees cards was to get an autograph or relic of every player. Now I kind of just get what looks appealing to me. On this page, I think that Whitey Ford is by far my favorite. And I didn't explain on the last page. I'd say probably this Gary Sanchez is my favorite one. I wish I had bought a Sanchez auto when his stuff was like relatively inexpensive. Mason Williams, too bad he didn't turn out to be Aaron Judge, huh? And on this one, I think that my favorite card is probably this John Lieber, just because it's kind of so unique looking. Yeah, like Sanchez and Judge, there were opportunities back in the day to buy their cards relatively cheap, and I just didn't do it, and I wish I had. This Teixeira number to 10 is really cool. I really like that one. There's a lot of Andy Pettitte in here. If you can't tell, I've just kind of picked up a bunch of Andy Pettitte stuff over the years. This Lefty Gomez is probably my favorite one on this page, by the way. But yeah, like Judge and Sanchez, super stupid cheap. I wish I had kind of taken the time to invest in them. This Sal Fasano is probably my favorite. This card is really hard to find, just in a base version. A lot of these cards came through trades, actually, with people on Twitter. I'll say on this page, probably this Zolio Almonte. I remember when he came up and he was a big deal, and now he's kind of nothing. But yeah, a lot of these cards came through. This card's probably my favorite on this page. This patch is really weird because it does not look like it comes from a Yankee uniform at all. But yeah, like a lot of these cards came through Twitter trades. This Don Larson's my favorite. Lots of people have had like all these cards that are like IP autos came from one particular guy whose name I can't remember right now. But a lot of them either came through Twitter trades or they came through my uncle. This Pat Vendetti's pretty cool. That's the pitcher who's ambidextrous. A lot of these cards came from my mom when I was a kid. Mike Mussina auto. That's my favorite. A lot of them just came through my own personal, like, buying stuff off of eBay or personal collection. It's very rare that I pull a Yankee auto or a relic, just because I feel like it's so hard to get the team that you actually like. But shopping for this kind of stuff on eBay is actually pretty inexpensive. That Jordan Montgomery is an image variation. So all the stuff in here is either autoed, reliced, numbered, or some kind of variation. You'll see some short prints in here too. I have 2 of these Jacob Lindgren autos. Wouldn't mind letting one of them go. for the right price, of course. But yeah, like, and this book doesn't include some of the players that I've personal collected too. I have some Jeter relics and a Jeter auto, actually, that are not in this book. This was totally, these two cards right here, both of these Canoes, I got these in a trade with this guy, Harrison Epstein, on Twitter. Completely did not expect those cards to be in there. He did not have to do that. But it was really nice of him to include them. This one, kind of the best of both worlds, so I couldn't put it in either PC, so it's kind of here. But yeah, some Jeter cards I have are in a separate location, and some A-Rod cards I have are in a separate location as well. Excuse me. Lots of numbered stuff. Lots of gold cards. Lots of CC Sabathia. One of my favorite things to do is get Yankees, or cards of Yankees who, like, I've never heard of before. Those guys who, like, you're like, oh yeah, he was a Yankee? Like, Travis Hafner, Chris Young is a good example of that. This Sabathia is pretty low number. This Tino Martinez is cool. You'll see a lot of, like Kelly Johnson, like, who really remembers him? Some of these guys will never make it. This dude, that's Gary Sanchez. I totally was not reading that through the camera properly. It's a nice Gary Sanchez card, actually. Charlie Manning, like, I don't know most of the guys on this page. This is a cool card. Matsui, Euclid, Clarkin. Here's a Maris, that's pretty cool. Roger Maris is tough to find. There's another one. I actually have a relic of his number to 10 that I got in a Twitter trade with this guy, Josh Woodman. I hope he appreciates the one-of-one that I sent him. Here's the CC Sabathia short print. Here's my Jacoby Ellsbury page. Always looking for more Ellsburys, 2014 Bowmans. Got a whole bunch. It's not really like a PC of mine, but it is something that I wouldn't mind completing the rainbow of. It's Russell Martin short print, Soriano autograph. There's a Tommy John autograph in a Yankee uniform floating around somewhere that I want. This is one of the first Yankee cards that I ever got. It's pretty neat. Right there, A-Rod, Jeter, and Cano. It's too bad Cano didn't stick around. I feel like it would really solve... Oh, here's a Tommy John's. It's not an auto, but it's a bat piece. Cano would have really solved the Yankees' second base problems. Not that I think they really have problems this year, honestly. I think with Andahar hitting the way he is, and Gleyber Torres, and Gregorius, and even Ronald Torreyes to an extent, I think that they're pretty good in their infield. They signed Neil Walker the other day, which, whatever, don't really care. This Guidry auto's cool. This he's a Hall of Famer. 3 Hall of Famers right here. Tyant's a Hall of Famer. Don Larson auto. This Doc Ellis is really cool. If you've never seen the documentary about him, you need to watch that. It's really good. Brian McCann auto, 25. Sanchez again. Here's a Roger Clemens bat piece. I just picked that up recently. Jordan Montgomery. And the last one's a Taylor Dugas auto. So, like I said, this channel's going back to kind of the collectible side of things that I like to do. You can notice all the Funko Pops I have behind me. This display case will get its own video. I collect a lot of Todd Frazier cards. There's actually a box right here that is full of them, that I just have full of Todd Frazier cards. I'll show you some Jeter stuff. I'll show you some A-Rod stuff. I'll show you my Judge little collection, the Cody Bellinger little collection. All kinds of stuff will be popping up on this channel. I'll do Funko Pop hunts. I'll do box breaks, mostly retail stuff for cards, whatever it is. And yeah, we'll get back into the YouTube game. So appreciate you guys for checking out the video. If you like any of the cards, be sure to let me know which one was your favorite. And yeah, we'll see you around.